And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to week 4 of the CPU BS. I am joined tonight on the caster desk with Kevin.
Hello, everyone.
Alright, so this is going to be a very significant step in our series. Today is going to be the first round of cross-conference play between the teams. So we are going to actually start to get an idea of where the Mushroom Kingdom Conference and the Hyrule Conference stand against each other. As of right now, the pack is still overall very close together. Of the 8 players in the league, 5 of them have a 2-1 record. So we are still really yet to get a good idea of where things are. I do think there is something to be said that maybe, just maybe, the Hyrule Conference players might being the key word, have gotten a little bit of an easier schedule so far. But let's run through our lineup for tonight. First we have the Lumiose Lattes up against the Wuhu Woopers. Kevin, we have your Sand Dragons against Danny and the Star Cleavers. A matchup I particularly have been looking forward to in Willow and the Tea Time against Logan and the Marauders. For anyone watching at home, they are engaged, so this is really going to be a bit of drama for the week. And then finally, we have Xander up against Becca, really fighting at the bottom of the league.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Speak of the devil, and he shall cometh. How you doing, Xander?
I am good. I just broke away from my parents after a truly awful episode of SNL.
Oh, well, yeah, Saturday Night Live definitely is one of those shows that really can, it goes through its ups and downs. I guess watching it on the rerun because it is Sunday today.
Yeah, we don't stay up to watch it. We just watch it on Hulu the next day.
Gotcha.
And let me tell you something. Of all the many things Sabrina Carpenter is, I'm afraid funny isn't one of them.
Unfortunate. Back when I was in high school, staying up for Saturday Night Live was always a highlight of my weekend.
I never watched Saturday Night Live. I've never seen it.
I stayed up to watch Daily Show in high school. That was great.
Oh, and also I see that Logan is joining us in chat. Hello, Logan and or Willow. How are y'all doing tonight? Alright, so let's go ahead and get started for the for tonight's program. And I am going to do a very sophisticated method to determine who is going first tonight. So
Is it rock, paper, scissors?
No, I'm rolling a 4-sided dice.
Oh, that'll do it.
Alright, so Xander, I know, out of respect for your time, your match is going to be on first, and then we are going to go backwards from there up the standings.
Yay!
Alright, so as we start prepping into the match, Xander, so far the season has been maybe a bit of a struggle bus for you.
Just a little.
The first pick, Bayonetta, definitely has not worked out as well as you might have expected to. I think she may be in the running for least valuable player of the year. Really hoping to try to right the ship tonight. And
I hope so.
This may be the opportunity to do it. Let's have a look at our docket for tonight. So, hold on here. I think I might have a slight mistake in the... oh, actually, no, it's not a mistake. Xander, when you said stadium, did you mean King of Fighters Stadium or Pokemon Stadium?
Pokemon, in honor of ZA.
Fair enough. Well, Prism Tower also would have been an acceptable choice. Anyway, so...
Yes, but I thought of that one first.
Fair enough. So, your lineup for tonight. Bayonetta, Samus, Mega Man, Cloud, Ike. Still trying to see if Bayonetta can redeem herself in the eyes of the fans and her teammates. The Awkward Squad has put up a bit of an eclectic lineup of some of their eclectic players. Checking my stat sheet quickly. Let's have a look at who we have playing for the... And I will work on getting the stat sheet available for people to come back and reference if they would like. If it's not already pinned.
That would be lovely.
Alright, so looking at the players that the Awkward Squad has placed out so far, Piranha Plant has established himself as a bit of a question mark in the league. Appropriately enough, because he is, after all, a plant. We have Rosalina serving as the anchor for the team in our last slot. Unfortunately, so far only one loss to her name. Terry and Ken bringing things up. Terry, similar record. And Ken... Ken also bringing in one of the few wins that the Awkward Squad has managed to notch in. And Diddy Kong. A frequently fielded on the roster, but never having actually made it to the field. So we will hopefully be getting a debut tonight. We actually have a few fighters who, despite multiple picks, are only seeing their first pick of the season. Another one being Kevin, a standby of your team, Wario.
Yes, Wario I've been keeping in my back line. He's been picked every single week to fight, but the way the team goes, it never gets to him, so I'm eager to see how he handles himself. That's why I've got him up first on my team.
So, at least for you, what is the how much hope do you have for Wario for this week?
Quite a lot. He has talked a lot of big game, and I've seen how he's fought in the past, so I've got a lot of hope that he'll be able to make the Sand Dragons proud.
All right, and over to you, Xander. How able do you think Bayonetta is going to be to deal with a monkey?
Well, you see, the monkey part doesn't concern me. It's the child part. Bayonetta is not known for being able to handle children well.
I mean, so far in this league, she has not really shown much of an ability to handle anyone well. She has failed to handle a Japanese high schooler. She has failed to handle a... Let's see.
Okay, but, like, who can handle teenagers? Come on.
I handle teenagers pretty professionally every day.
That doesn't usually involve kicking their ass, though.
Yeah, true enough. She has failed to handle a rat, so... and, you know, Pichu being a baby. Yeah, Bayonetta actually does have quite the bad track record against children, so...
Mm-hmm.
But also against large men in Ganondorf in her Week 2 matchup. But for everyone watching at home, we have kept you up long enough. Let's get this underway with match 1 of week 4. Loading in on Pokemon Stadium. Interesting venue for these fighters. And
I do have to ask Xander, why Pokemon Stadium? You said it was because AZ.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all. No
That's
deeper
all?
reason than that.
Okay, like no strategy or anything. It's just because AZ came. Okay.
Yeah, just because Pokemon came out.
Alright, all things considered, a fairly reserved start so far. Diddy Kong bringing out those banana peels.
So far, pretty even. They're all just
1/10 of
jumping
a
in the air.
percentage.
Oop.
We'll see how this ends up going.
Ooh.
Very even so far.
Yeah, they're mostly just trading back and forth.
Appropriate for Pokemon.
Oh, Bayonetta is able to hit Diddy Kong through those platforms. Diddy Kong really trying to make use of those banana peels to trip up Bayonetta, but not accomplishing a whole lot.
But he is still staying paced.
True. We will see if this. We'll see if that ends up bearing any fruit. Alright, well, Bayonetta has managed to put a hurting on Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong able to block an attack before she's able to smash him into the sky, but the percentages are starting to build up here.
Was that a peanut?
It is.
Ooh!
Diddy Kong may have a peanut gun, but Bayonetta does have regular guns. Now, they may be in her shoes, which is not the smartest.
Regular gun is quite effective.
Oh!
That being said, she has lost first blood to Diddy Kong. Now, Bayonetta, I do not believe, has successfully resolved her final smash at all. Although Diddy Kong, not exactly a fantastic smash either, so...
Oh, this might do it.
If it does...
But this is probably the best outcome for Diddy Kong, considering how low he is on that percentage.
Yeah, this is going to execute Diddy Kong very much an overkill, but when it comes to what could have happened, this is not, as he said, the worst possible scenario for him. Now, Bayonetta coming out aggressively on that second stock, but Diddy Kong is still keeping pace.
Yeah, it's... They might actually run out the clock.
That is looking more and more likely. We are already at more than halfway through this first set, so a sudden death may be extremely likely. I think that was the banana peel just interrupting Bayonetta's combo. Maybe Diddy Kong knows more than we expected. He is really starting to become a nuisance with those banana peels. Every time, Diddy Kong able to stop Bayonetta from being able to continue her combo. So
Getting a little sloppy on the edge of that ring. It's getting hard. Was getting hard to follow for a second.
that could have been a good. That could have been a good hit there, just wrong direction. And so, both of these fighters have such fantastic recovery. Trying to just knock them off the edge is not going to be enough. We are really going to need someone to be sent flying. Kind of like that, but maybe a little bit harder.
Like that, but more.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a banana peel. Ooh!
Bayonetta.
That felt like... That
really
just... With how
those...
slow that's... Oh.
And Diddy Kong gets it. Diddy Kong is able to peel the stock off of Bayonetta. And are we going to see a repeat of the first stock? Bayonetta doesn't even need it. The slow-mo doing everything she needs. Now, we have 45 seconds. Unless anything goes spectacularly wrong for one of these fighters, I do not think they are going to close in time. So we will be seeing a sudden death, almost certainly. Yep, we are down to just 25 seconds. And, well, the percentages are still incredibly low.
Yep. What do you think's gonna have the edge on the sudden death?
We will see. Diddy Kong has been faster at getting into the fight than Bayonetta has, but we will see. Bayonetta can hit spectacularly hard, so...
Alright, here we go.
Blast zone's closing in. Up. And Bayonetta's losing streak does continue. That is...
Poor girl.
That is not the... that is not the start for the night that the Myrmidons want. That's for sure.
Definitely not.
Alright, now we will be moving in to our second bout, which is going to be taking us to Hyrule Castle 64 for this next round, where Samus will be downgrading in threat of her matched opponent from Monkey to a potted plant.
Plant.
Now, Piranha Plant has, as previously said, been a bit of a wild card so far in this league. We haven't really gotten a great read on him. He is definitely a fighter that is full of tricks. But whether or not he is what you would call good, bad, such adjectives have really not been able to define him. Now, what I will say, the Myrmidons have not necessarily had the best luck on this stage. This is where Bayonetta's previous heartbreaking loss to Joker took place. But we will see if Samus is able to fare any better. So far, a pretty even start.
They really do like that corner of the map.
Yeah, it does seem to be where things end up tending to just build up. I'm not sure if it's because of the protection that the little tower gives, or... Oof. Those spike balls hurt. And so far, Piranha Plant is pulling off to an early lead. Samus able to avoid that poison, but gets smacked by Piranha Plant. Oh, and is Piranha Plant going to be able to secure it? Not quite. Oh, and there it goes. Samus is able to peel it off, but Plant is not pick up the Smash Ball yet. Still no, the Smash Ball is still up in the air. And Piranha Plant gets it again. And here comes Petey. Oh, no. Oh, well. You know what? All things considered, that works out great for Samus. Petey decides he does not want to be involved in this, and Samus is able to pick up the smash. At this point, any more damage that she's able to put on Piranha Plant is just gravy. The longer Samus can hold on to the stock, and the more that she is able to layer up on Plant, she is definitely trying to pull ahead and maybe pull up some of the weight that maybe her teammate has been failing to carry. Alright, well, Samus may lose the first stock, but hey, that is still the...
That's a lot of damage on Piranha for his second stock.
Yeah, Samus has built up a pretty solid lead, but it'll really depend on who ends up picking up the next Smash Ball to spawn, because there probably will be one more in this match. It is entirely
at least one.
it is entirely possible for PD Piranha to end up jumping off the side of the stage with Samus in the cage. That's why I was very scared for that first one, but Samus had managed to stay out of it. But it is possible that PD ends up coming in and grabbing just a very cheeky kill. Oh, and there's the smash. Now, if Samus is able to pick it up and take this stock off of Plant, she is going to be sitting pretty for the last little bit of this bout. But, again, that clock is starting to run down. Right. And, yeah, that is going to fry Piranha Plant. Alright, 1 minute. Can Samus do it?
That was a very cheeky spike ball. Ooh.
Piranha Plant's found a place where he can maybe fight a little bit dirty against Samus, but Samus is still trying to pile on as much damage as she can get. She is putting on the damage. She might still be able to close this out. But
she's determined to avoid that sudden death.
I think if Samus can hold on to the stock, it won't go. We're still trying to exactly figure out what happened last time with the Joker match. Ooh, but that is Samus down, so it is either close out in 15 seconds or go to sudden death again. And Samus is really showing that she does not want that, but she's got to act now. And our second sudden death of the night. Let's see how this goes. Oh, Samus not out of this yet.
How did that not kill? I'm amazed. Oh!
Teching off the roof. And Samus does it! Samus picks up the match. So that brings things back to parity.
That is amazing. I always thought the sudden deaths were just like... I always thought the sudden deaths were just the first person to get hit lost. That
Well, if you don't get a particularly strong hit, then you're not even at 300%. You're not gonna get launched far enough. All right, so we are gonna be moving on to
next?
Mementos for our third set. Xander, do you have a preference for Persona 5, 4, or 3 music?
3.
All right. Oh, let's unleash our weapons of mass destruction. As Yay! Mega Man versus Terry.
This will be interesting.
Yeah, a bit of a mismatch of skill sets. Terry being a very up-close and personal bruiser, while Mega Man, obviously, really coming from a similar fighting school to Samus, relying on ranged attacks, although Mega Man really even more, because Samus does have quite a few close attacks. Mega Man really wants to stay at range. Now, this may not be the ideal stage for this kind of a battle for Mega Man, because Mementos is a particularly small stage. And we are just seeing the pittance of damage that Mega Man's attacks can do, just even off of a few hits from Terry. But Mega Man off to a bit of a gnarly lead. Really relying on
gnarly?
Yeah, early.
Oh, I heard gnarly lead.
Nope, early. Alright, well, Mega Man is getting into some of those smash attacks.
Did you say Manga Man?
No, I said Mega Man. So far, so good.
I'm glad it's not just me hearing things.
So Mega Man is doing his darndest to keep himself ahead in this. But man, just a couple hits from Terry is able to... Wow. And we are really just seeing the difference in how hard these fighters hit. And this is not going to get any better now that Terry has entered into his go mode. Now we will see if Terry is able to do what I can't and put in the command inputs to use his empowered attacks. And that is a yes. Huge damage off of the Buster Wolf. And again! Oh man, Terry is really putting the screws onto Mega Man already. Mega Man able to at least take a stock back, but Mr. Bogard is really putting on a bit of a masterclass. This venue is definitely really working out in his favor. Okay, Mega Man does have the final smash, and Terry dodges. Terry dodges the black
That was
hole
tense.
bomb. Oh, this is looking dire already for Mega Man. And Terry just masterful dodges of a lot of these Mega Buster shots. Right now they're just working on putting little bits of chip damage. Ironically, Terry hitting Mega Man back with his own metal blades. But still, the fact that we are still one stock advantage for Terry is not going to inspire confidence for Mega Man.
We are approaching the 2 minutes mark.
Well, really not a worry there. And that is a victory for Terry.
Good going, Terry.
Bit of a disappointment for Mega Man, and well, that is gonna put us to match point for the Awkward Squad. This would be a big movement for Becca's squad if they are to finally notch their first win. Although it is by no means guaranteed, as we are moving over to Midgar, where Cloud will be taking on Ken, hoping to gatekeep the Awkward Squad from being able to notch up their first win.
The Awkward Squad is a great name.
They are right next to each other. Xander, what do you prefer, classic or modern design for Cloud?
I'll do classic.
Gotta go with the bolts hanging out of the shoulder. What they are attaching, I am not quite sure. All right, and here we go, match 4. This is gonna be an interesting shot. Ideally, Ken is going to want to keep right in Cloud's face to stop Cloud from being able to charge that limit gauge for free. But he can take a little while to get in there, and if he tries to use these Hadoukens, they are, in many cases, just free bits of limit gauge. And we already are approaching that first limit break. Alright, here goes, and what is Cloud going to do with it? Alright, and that is...
Miss, apparently.
No, he hit it. Oh, and that is a extremely aggressive maneuver, putting Cloud up to a really inspiring early advantage. If you were in the dugout for the Myrmidons, that is exactly what you want to be seeing. And hey, this is definitely the venue you want to be fighting on, because this is the Myrmidons' home city.
Gotta represent.
Maybe not the nicest or even the cleanest locale, but it is still home. Personally, I prefer to be doing my team's broadcasting from the tropical paradise that is Wuhu Island. But still, we are looking at a really a pretty good early lead. Now, Ken is able to take that stock back, but 67% might just be only a couple hits away from a KO for Cloud. And we are seeing those smash attacks are hitting hard. Oh, and Cloud already almost has that limit gauge full. He was able to combo that last one into an early kill. Let's see what he can do with this one. Okay, and he just uses it to recover. Not ideal. But, hey, Ken already at 130%. Not something to complain about.
Ooh.
Alright, close, but Cloud is able to just barely push Ken outside of that blast zone. Right now, this is looking good for the Myrmidons.
Playing dangerous on the edge of that map.
Yeah, I mean, Cloud has at least an okay bit of offstage. Really, he's okay if he goes below the edge. You get him too far away from it, and it can cause him problems. Ken's offstage game is worse. So, really trying to punish him while he's offstage makes sense. Now, Ken's numbers are really starting to climb here. This is the first time we've seen a Smash Ball this match, and, well, it may not end up mattering. Nope, as Cloud says, I don't even need it, uses his limit break, and is able to punish Ken to even out the series 2-2. Alright, we are moving into the final match for this first set. And we have, well, if I had to pick a fighter, other than one of my own, to be anchoring me in this last match, I do not think I could ask for too many a better champion than Ike. And on Final Destination, no less. Final Destination is definitely a stage that Ike is going to be happy to be seeing tonight. Now, his opponent, Rosalina, does not have quite so storied of a legacy. Ike has managed to give himself not a sterling and unclean, but a very solid reputation, really only dropping a match last week to a rallying Lumiose Lattes and dropping a match to Pac-Man. Rosalina, though, well, I don't think we've necessarily seen Rosalina given her fair shake either. She has only one matchup so far, and that is against one of the best of the Star Cleavers, that being Sephiroth. But here we go. Let's load into our last match for this match, at least, this last battle, and see who is able to take victory for their team.
Ike gets first blood.
This is either going to mean at least an even record for the Myrmidons, or finally not having to be alone in last place for the Awkward Squad. The stakes are dire. And Luma has been slain already, but he's never too far from his princess. Rosalina trying to use Luma to get a little extra bit of damage in, being able to attack without the ability to be punished back. And that is an early Smash Ball.
Oh, nope, it came back.
Alright, Rosalina has the smash.
I don't remember what Rosalina's smash is.
It's not great. It spawns a giant star. If you get caught in it, it's pretty powerful, but depending on the size of the stage, it's not very large. Oh, but
That sounds pretty right.
it's very easy to step out of, but Rosalina is able to peel that first stock off of Ike and still has the smash. If she's able to get Ike with it now, that is going to be... And that is the other problem, too, is it's very easy to knock someone out of the smash. And Ike with the counter. Now, Ike is still very much in a disadvantaged state, but nothing that he is not capable of coming back from. Those smash attacks of his are heavy. And Rosalina, especially, is not the fastest character, especially when she's falling, so Ike may be able to really send her skyrocketing. Alright, Ike coming back with some aggression of his own. Nice air dodge there from Rosalina. But now, Ike with that neutral air is just such a good attack for covering so much space.
And they've already...
And there... Oh, no! No, there it goes! Advantage Ike.
There she goes.
Did not think that was going to kill for a moment, but then I saw her going for the...
Oh,
Ooh.
and it's even.
We are at parity. Now, this is everything, folks. Everything is on the line for these two franchises right here.
We are passing 2 minutes.
Whoever gets that smash is in a very favorable position for this. Ike's able to knock it off of Rosalina. Rosalina picks it up again.
Oh, wrong side!
Just barely enough. And that is a victory for Rosalina. Which is going to punch her franchise their first win in a very chaotic season. You have to feel great if you are a fan of the Awkward Squad. If you're with the Myrmidons, though, you are probably heading back to the dugout, maybe asking some big questions, trying to figure out what can be done differently, because this...
Just a little.
Might be a bit of a wake-up call. We already have a few... Oh, looking at the rosters. Bayonetta has definitely had a rough season. 4 matches, 0 wins, 4 losses. That is a 100% presence and a 100% presence across all games and a 0% win rate. Might we end up seeing some roster movements? Xander, what do you think is going to come next for your team?
Hopefully not another loss.
Alright, well, updating the records. I'm gonna have to do some tweaking to fix the spreadsheet I have. Just for some reason it keeps trying to format the scores as dates, and that's not working out for me.
Have you taken the that form there should be a way in the spreadsheet to change that.
No, it's because it's 1 and 1-2. What I might just need to do is have a wins and losses column, but we'll see. We'll figure it out from there. Anyway, we are going to be moving on to our second match for tonight, which is going to be Logan versus Willow. Logan, Willow, if y'all are in the audience, if you want to send any, either come in for a quick interview or send any words of hopes, expectations, or trash talk in the chat, please feel free while we are getting this match set up. Alright, now, this is going to be, well, this matchup definitely is going to have some ramifications for the relationships, certainly. And of course, the most important part of this interconference series is, of course, going to be bragging rights. starting to get an idea of which of the two conferences is the stronger of the two. And with Becca coming off to an early lead, that might be a bit of a rallying cry for the rest of the Hyrule Kingdom the rest of the Hyrule Conference members. Because you certainly don't want to be the one who lets the rest of the franchise down, the rest of the conference down, when even the Awkward Squad are claiming W's. So, let us get our rosters ready and loaded in. Alright, and we are already starting off strong on Final Destination. Alright, first up, representing the Moga Marauders is going to be... Where'd he go? Mewtwo, definitely a tough customer, but perhaps an even tougher customer coming in to represent the Vibe Island Tea Time. That's right, it's Pichu, baby! Now, as the #1 Pichu hater in this league, I am going to have to give the little rodent some credit. Pichu has managed to maintain an undefeated record so far. He took last week off, but we will hopefully see Pichu possibly extend his winning streak here. Alright. Gentlemen, what are your expectations as we are going into this?
I think Pichu can take him.
I'm at a 50-50 with this one. Pichu's been impressive. Mewtwo is one of the heavy hitters of this game, but it's Pichu. Pichu's been surprising throughout this competition, so don't count the little guy out.
I have learned not to make bets against Pichu, so let's see how this goes. Here we go. Round 2. A gnarly hit for Mewtwo to start this off. But Pichu comes back with a bit of a ladder combo. Mewtwo just has such long reach, but hey, Pichu is already showing what he's made of. Oh! And Mewtwo really exploiting the weakness that I have been harping on Pichu for so long, his incredibly low weight. Pichu is one of, if not the lightest fighters in this entire league. I'm not even sure if this match should be sanctioned based on weight classes alone. But, oh... Well, you know, I feel a lot less bad about the trash-talking memes I've been making about Pichu so far. Is he out? No. But, Pichu is not doing himself any favors, harming himself with all of his electric attacks.
I feel like I'm watching a murder.
And right into Mewtwo's clutches as he comes back onto the stage.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm watching a murder.
You know, maybe the week off might have, Alright, well, Pichu at least trying to make this not a wash with that spike, but...
If he's going down, he's not going down with without at least getting one stock off Mewtwo.
Yeah, it's just, oof. I can't even really say it was the week off that shook Pichu. It's gosh, Mewtwo has just been able to hit the little guy so hard.
The little guy's trying.
He's a brave little toaster that could, but no, he could not. And that
He tried.
is a decisive victory for Mewtwo. And a very strong start for a franchise that has already been making an argument to be potentially one of the strongest in this league. The Marauders have come into this showing that they are not here to play, and that has made them extremely scary contenders. Now, we are moving into a bit of a lore-relevant grudge match, because our next match is going to be Wolf versus Fox. This is going to be an interesting match. You have two characters who are fundamentally very similar going against each other. Let's check the stats sheet as we're getting started. Wolf so far has a modest but still respectable 1-0 record. Fox, on the other hand, currently only has 2 losses on his, so maybe an early favor for Wolf, but it really is just going to be which of these fighters knows their own kit better. And we are just going to see an extremely fast-paced matchup here. Both these fighters trying to clip each other with their laser fire, but Wolf's gun just puts on a little bit more damage. Fox may be fast, but in this league, I would take a little more oomph for a little less speed any day of the week.
And there goes Fox.
That is the first stock of this match taken for Wolf. But
Fox got it.
Fox is able to hit Wolf, and this is going to bring the match to parity. And we see that right here, a little bit of Easter egg dialogue. Fox having specific dialogue in his smash for Wolf. Now, Wolf, though, not taking that sitting down, putting a quick 44% on a Fox. Gentlemen, I am so excited right now. This has been such...
Ooh, that was a good hit
so
from
far.
Wolf.
Say what you will about the space animals. They have put up some incredible matches so far. Already, this is going to be one of the... I think this may be going in the best of tape for some of the best matches we've had in this league. The Falco versus Sheik matchup from week 1 being another one of the all-time greats, but...
Oh.
And there goes Wolf. He's claiming the lead. Now, Fox may be able to pick up the stock quickly, but right now the pressure is on Fox to take this back. Right now, if Wolf is able to keep holding, he is in a very favorable position.
Fox tried to shoot him off the edge.
That will do it, but that is 60% for Fox already, a
And
big disadvantage. Now, Fox can nail this final smash. That might bring us to parity. Or not so, not quite so. And he flubs it. Oh, this is extremely dire for the tea time.
Minute and a half to go. There it goes.
It's not going to matter. Wolf gets the kill confirm. Wolf takes the series. And Wolf moves it to a 2-0 lead for this set. Now, there are some interesting implications for this matchup. Should Logan win this, it will be extremely difficult for you, Kevin, to keep pace. Right now, Kevin and Logan are the 2 first-place players in this league. Both of their teams have a 2-1 record. Both of them have a match differential of 3, meaning that they have won a total of 3 more bouts than they have lost. Logan, if he is able to secure this last win, will put him to a 3-1 record and a 6 differential. And, well, I am sorry for Tea Time fans, but you are fighting an extremely uphill battle for this last battle.
I'm rooting for you, Tea Time.
We have Bowser versus Yoshi.
Ooh.
Bowser being one of the fighters that I, myself, have a bit of a grudge against. Because he is the one loss that my team captain, Zelda, has taken. Yoshi still has yet to notch himself a win. Bowser has proved himself mortal. Sora was able to take a narrow but decisive win against him last week, which was able to put the Star Cleavers in an advantageous spot, and ultimately that was the one series that the Marauders have lost. But without further ado, let's get into this final matchup for Match 2. As we go into a Reptilian Rumble. Bowser versus Yoshi. And again, we have such a difference of weight classes here. But Yoshi off to a little bit of an early lead.
Oh. Oh.
But Bowser able to bring things right back. A few characters have what I call a button or an input index. How many buttons do they have to press to get themselves back to even with you? Bowser does not have to push very many buttons, but oh my gosh, that is a great early sign for Yoshi. Might have a bit of a caster's curse situation because, man, if I start talking about if I start gassing up a fighter too much, they are in trouble.
Oh.
But with that final smash, Bowser is able to bring this back to even.
But Yoshi manages to get the first hit.
May not be as ideal as Bowser being advantaged because of that smash, but definitely not something you can complain about at this stage. Now, one thing I am curious to see, we've seen a couple of Bowser's throws already, and Bowser does have the capability to suicide slam off the side of the board. Will he potentially take that option? When Bowser is in the ring, it is a dirty but very effective way for him to be able to really press an advantage. And right there, now we have Bowser in a pretty good advantage state. But Yoshi is trying to claw this back. one thing you gotta give, Bowser is a lot more nimble than you would necessarily give him credit for. Definitely moves a lot faster than you would expect a super heavyweight turtle would. Right now, you have to be nervous if you're Yoshi, though. Even if Yoshi can pull this stock, 90
He is in a...
90 means just about anything Bowser can do might end you. And Bowser really trying to slash at Yoshi with those upswings. And there it is with the drop kick. A definitive 3-0 sweep for the Marauders. Wow. That was a masterclass. And really a statement from Logan as to why his roster stands at the top of this league. Things were still pretty close. Again, going into tonight, we had 5 teams at 2-1 records. But as the pack starts to pull apart, Logan is making a statement as to why his team stands atop it. All right. And that is going to be a dramatic finish to our second series. All right. We are now moving into our third match for tonight as we have Kevin and the Sand Dragons up against Danny and the Star Cleavers.
Oh, I'm just in time, aren't I?
Oh, hello, Danielle.
Hi! You didn't hear me before.
Oh, hi, Danny.
Hi!
Yeah,
Hey,
perfect.
Danny, the Star Cleavers here with a cake!
Ooh. I hope you brought enough for the rest of the casting desk. Alright, so let's read out the rosters tonight. For the Sand Dragons, we have Link, Wario, Ganondorf, Isabelle, and Donkey Kong. Fighting for the Star Cleavers, Sora, Mii Gunner, Sephiroth, Luigi, and Palutena. We have some titans for both of these franchises going into the ring. Definitely the match to watch is going to be round 3, as we see Sephiroth squaring off against Ganondorf. But starting off, the Sand Dragons have brought in a couple of the question marks on their roster. First off, is going to be Link fighting up against Sora. So, with our friend Link here, Link is, this is his first foray into the ring this season. Up against Sora, who has definitely been building a name for himself. Maybe not the truest of titans, but Sora also does hold the distinction of currently, I believe, being the only fighter that has been able to take a match off of Bowser. Yes, and I am confirming that that is correct. So, as we are getting started, Kevin, leading in with Link, that is a bit of a statement. Heading into such an important week, what made you so confident to lead in with a, pardon me, but a bit of unproven talent?
I would say the unproven talent would be on Link's fault. He has been rather stubborn to get to be a team player, but as I said before, Isabelle has been a true help with trying to get him to fight on a team with his worst enemy.
All right.
But this is his chance to prove himself.
All right, and Danny, currently Sora is holding himself a 2-0 record. definitely a respectable status. And let me double check a couple of the stat sheet items so far. Alright, so, Sora has been part of two of your winning, all of your winning weeks, actually, so far. So, and he was, if memory serves correctly, the first pick for your franchise. So far, has he been, living up to expectations?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Alright, so, let's step into the ring as we go into the matchup of the Sand Dragons versus the Star Cleavers. Let's go.
Don't let me down, Link.
Sora's magic has definitely shown it is a better tool than you might first expect, but Link's showing with those boomerangs, they can be a very tricky asset of their own.
Ooh, watch the ice.
Seems like Sora's adapting pretty well to it, though.
Yeah.
Link comes in with the bomb.
And we got the...
Oh, and Sora certainly does something there. They really do seem to have the same up B attack. But so far, Sora coming out to a pretty decent early lead. We'll see. Link can definitely make fetch happen off stage. So those dash attacks you just really have to be aware of. Sora just is not allowing Link to make landfall.
Come on, Link. Quit fucking
Link's-
around.
Link has a bit more staying power than you necessarily give him credit for. He is definitely not the heaviest of fighters, but holding on at 160% is not something to sneeze at. Oh, and Sora able to snag that final smash away from Link. And if he's able to land this, this could really start to swing the match in his favor. And he does.
Oh.
I don't think this is going to be able to secure the execute. No, not quite. But that does put the damage threshold in a pretty favorable position for Sora. And once again, Link still has not been able to quite claim that first stock yet. Well, it's good to see that for at least someone here. Their first round pick has been working out for them.
It's me.
That is indeed. Oof.
Oh.
This is definitely not the position Link wants to be in. 2 stocks down. Still not quite able to land that first KO against an opponent that has really shown to have a lot of tricks up their sleeve. Sora maybe not been the most, the most showboaty of fighters. Definitely has not been making a voice heard for himself on his socials the same way that some other fighters would, but it's as they say, confidence is quiet, and well, Sora has plenty of reasons to feel good about himself tonight. Man.
Does not quite understand social media.
Oh.
Alright, well, Link is able to get that first stock, but can't even hold on to the final smash.
This might be going.
I'm not even sure if he'd used his recovery, so I think that what we might have just seen might have been just a bit of a crash out from Link there. Isabelle might be having to have words with her teammate here, but that is a pretty good early lead for the Star Cleavers. And really trying to make a case for the dominance of the Hyrule Conference. Danny,
Okay.
so are you aware that so far 2 of your conference mates have already won theirs? So if you win this, it is going to establish that at least this week the Hyrule Conference is stronger than the Mushroom Kingdom Conference.
Pressure's on then.
But nothing is guaranteed yet.
Of course.
The Sand Dragons are clapping back with a bit of a secret weapon. Wario, a fighter who has been lurking in the wings since week 1.
He was gonna. I think it was the first one.
Oh, is he? Okay, I missed him. Alright. So,
Yeah, Arvis has a lot to prove here.
Arvis has one
None.
showing so far. Not a great one. Being...
No, I don't think he won that. That was Zelda.
No, I said not a great showing. He absolutely got his clock cleaned by Zelda in week 1, although it might have been at least something to do with the stage hazards which were enabled at the time. But Wario also has something to prove. Wario has been the backup that the Sand Dragons have either never needed or never gotten to. So we will see where he really stands on this roster after this. Now we are going to Wii Fit Stadium, which is definitely an interesting matchup. With these walk-off stages, all sorts of weird things are known to happen here. And I don't know, early on, Xander, you're the only other unbiased party here. Who are you giving the early edge to?
I'm gonna say Wario.
Now, I am in agreement, but, you know, I've also learned it is, for other people's matchups, and maybe my own, better for me to keep my own trap shut, because I am known to have, spectacularly bad judgments.
Come on, Wario.
Well, next to the elliptical, which Wario has famously never even considered using in his life. Same with the treadmill. But, you know, just because he is not a runner does not mean Wario does not have some pretty significant upper body strength.
What are you do? Okay.
When these fighters go off stage, things start getting a little bit funky. Not only do we lose sight of what's going on, ooh, and Wario is able to throw Arvis off for an early lead. Now this match is by no means over for Arvis yet. Wario is at pretty high stocks and is able to get, it is pretty easy to get your opponent very close to those blast zones. But right now, you are definitely feeling good if you are in the Sand Dragon's dugout. Alright, Arvis brings it back to parity.
Okay.
Wario's already gotten
Okay.
50% in on his opponent. Alright, are we going to see that Wario man come out?
Get off that edge. Oh.
Oh, this is getting... Again, anytime they start getting toward those edges, things start to get scary. Arvis has the final smash. Does he use it? And he
God
takes down
damn it!
Wario.
Fuck!
Wario bringing out a bit of a secret of his own, that Wario waft. Wow, and Wario is moving like a whole different fighter. We are back at parity, folks. This is still anyone's game.
Come on, Wario.
Please,
Wario,
please.
Wario feels like he has kind of gotten the lock in here. He is really moving. Wario's always an interesting fighter to watch, just because he moves in ways that can be really hard to try to understand. Although Arvis is seeming to understand pretty well. He is racking up a lot of damage on his opponent.
I am actually pacing my room. What the fuck?
And that is not what you want to see if you are with the Sand Dragons. Arvis has perhaps earned himself a bit of a redemption. Wario?
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of a reevaluation. But we are moving in to one of the most anticipated matches of this week. Standing between the Star Cleavers win and Hyrule Conference dominance is the champion of the Sand Dragons. You know him. You love him. He has avoided his taxes every year since 1996. It is Ganondorf. And here we go. Two of the most titanic evils of the 1990s squaring up against each other. For some reason on a football stadium. Bit of a choice. Now,
Hey, I'm not judging.
Now, for anyone not in the know, King of Fighters Stadium is a bit of a enigma when it comes to other stages. While it may look like a traditional walk-off, as you just saw, Sephiroth bounced off the edge, and that is because there is a pretty intense shield on the side. And only some heavy damage can knock a person through it. But if there is someone dealing heavy damage, it is Ganondorf! So we have the King of Evil out to a decent lead. Still, Sephiroth is not an opponent that you can take lightly. And he has shown himself with a bit of a talent for taking down heavyweights. After all, Sephiroth is the one thing that has been able to fell my King K rule.
Damn! Come on, Ganon. Return the favor.
When Ganondorf gets near these edges, he is able to just plow Sephiroth through these edges. Don't clip that.
I also do apologize for how animated I may seem. This is...
Oh no.
I don't know what...
We are happy to see people getting invested in this.
I don't know what it is about this that's got me so amped.
By the way, for the GMs, I am going to be giving everyone... making some adjustments to the chat settings, making it so we have some GMs only rooms, but I am gonna be giving everyone permission if you want to start inviting some of y'all's friends to watch and follow your escapades. Oh, and here we go.
Do it,
If
do it
Ganondorf
again,
can
do it.
land this shot at... Well, of course he's gonna land it. There's nowhere to run! That is a dominant performance for Ganondorf. He says, fine. If Link won't do it, I will. The Sand Dragons will not fade quietly into the night.
Boy continues his undefeated streak.
Ganondorf still proving to be one of the most powerful fighters in this league. Making a case for him to hold the MVP trophy when this is all said and done. Now, we are still far from out of the woods if you are with the Sand Dragons, but you have to be feeling at least a little bit better after that one. Now, next up, the heart and soul of the Sand Dragons, Isabelle, stepping into the ring against one of the most unproven forces in this league. The beneficiary of the first trade in CPU BS regulation history. Luigi is stepping into the ring. Luigi claimed Meta Knight's roster spot after he was dropped earlier this week. And Luigi is going to be eager to prove he has a place on this roster. Oh, we know on stages like Halberd that takeoff can really catch some of these players off guard. Isabelle really putting that net to good use.
Here come Isabelle, come on. Team's counting on you. Be in there.
Both of these characters with long-range grabs. Luigi, though, that plunger, really able to mess up someone's recovery. Isabelle, so far having one win under her title, managing to take a match off of Yoshi in a previous week. Although Yoshi may not be the strongest opponent.
Oh. Oh.
And Isabelle, her hits may not come super strong, but she is able to force Luigi under that stage and take that first stock. Isabelle still clinging on. And able to knock that smash ball off of Luigi to boot. Can she claim it for herself? No. Luigi has the smash. Isabelle's grabbed by the poltergust, but this shouldn't kill. Although it does get some much needed damage to keep Luigi in this match.
Come on, Isabelle.
Isabelle really showing she is tricky with those gyroids.
I am literally feeling it in my gut right now. Come on.
You can do it. Oh, she pocketed.
Did she just pocket one of the...
Yes, that is one of Isabelle's and Villager alongside her. One of their main abilities. They can pocket your projectiles. Maybe not the most impactful thing when it's Mario and Luigi's fireballs, but when she's tossing a King K. Rool cannonball back at you. And that sends Luigi absolutely soaring. And taking Luigi down with that fishing rod.
Come on, Izzy.
Alright, we are starting to get down to the wire here, folks. No, Luigi does not trigger that that trap. So we're putting that
little more
to good use.
Come on.
Right now, if Isabelle can just keep putting damage on. Oh, a very good play, throwing Luigi into that gyroid. Had she been able to keep Luigi in the blast a little bit longer, that might have been it. If Luigi does let this rip, this should be about guaranteed to knock out Isabelle, but From where she's standing, that is honestly a good thing. No!
Oh.
Not even able to use it.
That's my girl.
Isabel. Again, continuing to prove that she is the heart and soul of this team.
So close, Luigi.
Alright.
Lord.
And now, going into
one.
the final. The Sand Dragons stumbled, but they have come back with a roar.
Good job, girl. Oh, here's your clipboard.
And now, we have...
Before we start, Danny, best of luck. I don't know how, no, that sounds, crap.
Everton.
I'm trying to say good luck with the best sportsmanship, but no matter what I say, I feel like I'm being an asshole.
Be an asshole. The fans love it.
If they want me to be the heel, I'll be the heel.
Alright.
I will.
So, we have a rare matchup, that's to be certain. Because we have fighting on Spiral Mountain, Donkey Kong. The Dark Horse hero of the league, up against Palutena. You know what? Her hair's green no matter what I do. Damn.
Let the ball be green.
Wanted to let Donkey Kong have his color for tonight, but no dice. Alright, on to Spiral Mountain. Another interesting stage, just because the rotating nature of the stage means that the ledges can be a little bit weird.
I will say, Palutena is an unknown to me. I don't know her that well, so I'm not sure how she fights.
Palutena has some pretty strong ranged options. And after all, she is a Greek goddess. But what she does not have is the sheer force of personality of Big Monkey.
She is doing well to keep him at a distance. My God. That backhand.
But Donkey Kong's able to get back on the stage, hit Palutena, and claim the final smash. If Donkey Kong... No! Palutena turns it back around.
Oh, come on, DK.
Donkey Kong's gonna have to be careful. Those up smashes of Palutena's are dire strong. Oh no! Oh no!
No!
Oh no! Could this be the choke here?
DK! My boy, why?
Interesting. It seems that disabling the stage hazards may have also turned off Spiral Mountain's, spiraling.
I will.
Oh,
Yeah, because where did the platforms go? DK.
Palutena has had a... maybe not the best of records so far, but she is coming out to make a statement tonight. And in the 11th hour, Palutena is able to take down Donkey Kong, securing a narrow win, but a win nonetheless. And folks, that is a 3-stock. That was a... we did not just see a fight, we saw an execution. Definitely a heartbreaking way to end the series after such a strong rally by the Sand Dragons.
Congratulations, Danny. Oh,
And let me check my records. Yep. Palutena's only previous matchup was up against Ken in week 2, being the only loss that the Star Cleavers took in their set against the Awkward Squad, so definitely a turnaround for her. Alright.
Yeah.
Well, now that we have gone and proved the week 4 dominance of the High Roll Conference, now it's my turn to try to keep it up. And hey, we are going right back to Spiral Mountain.
Oh boy!
Alright. With the last match of tonight being the Wuhu Woopers up against the Lumiose Lattes. And speaking of unproven talent, we are bringing out a new contender this week, Olimar. Alright, so I am hoping to keep a bit of a streak going, but Liza is definitely an opponent I cannot fear.
That Joker did have that one last minute win with Bayonetta last week.
That is true.
It was very interesting.
Alright, but Olimar
It's
already
also,
off to a strong lead. Danny, your mic is overloading. I'm gonna need you to change something about that.
Yeah, sorry, we kind of have a situation with, my, laptop, kind of cut out for a second, so now you're on my phone.
Alright, well, Danny, you're gonna either need to turn down something or just, hold shush.
Yeah, alright, I'll see what I can do on my end. I guess I'll be right back.
Alright, the final smash from Olimar, not necessarily doing a lot. Oh, Joker's still able to make the recovery. Olimar and those Pikmin just able to really start racking up damage. Unfortunately, this is not the side of the stage to really be trying to fight Joker on. He's just so eminently able to recover. And that persona of his is just about to come out. Oh no! And Joker's able to turn it around and pull out the stock against Olimar. And Olimar's really having a hard time trying to take the stock off of Joker. He's just fighting on the wrong side of the stage. Man, I don't think too many fighters have been able to get their percentage over 200, but alright, Olimar able to take the stock, but still not a bad place to be starting off if you're Joker. Putting in some good damage, but man, those Pikmin just unfortunately just keep charging up Joker's Rebellion gauge. And Joker does get the final smash. And he takes down Olimar. Oh, that is really bad. Olimar's able to peel the smash off of him, though. Can Olimar secure it? Come on, little man. He's got it. But no, misses Joker again. Oh, Olimar really having a questionable record with these final smashes. Olimar does take him down, but still, this is definitely advantage Joker. At this point, Olimar's best bet might even be just... Wow. Yikes! That is not it. That was an extremely bad unforced error from Olimar. Alright, yikes. Well, way to put your team off on the back foot, pal. Alright, we are moving into our second match, which is going to put Steve versus King K. Rool on Skyworld. Now, King K. Rool's had a bit of a questionable history with this stage, but we are hoping to be able to take this series back and put things on the right back on the right track. That is a very early final smash. Oh dear. And that is, yep, that is definitely going to be a KO for Steve. Barely, but yep.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. You missed a very suspicious self-destruct from Olimar.
Oh my.
Which lost the first match. K. Rool doing damage control. Needs to make sure keep Steve off of those iron tools as much as possible. Oh, K. Rool, you gotta stop scaring me like this, pal.
TNT! Oh!
I think Steve just took him out with his own TNT.
Yeah, he did more damage to himself than he did K. Rool with that.
Right, Steve's got iron, but K. Rool's got the clap. All right, a good performance so far from the King. Finally bringing that crown into the equation. Something K. Rool has really used to some pretty good good results so far, but not really yet. Alright, Steve has gold. Not quite able to build the gold tools yet, though. Oh, there goes. K. Rool, though, showing that he is very much a winner on the... Oh. No, and Steve fails the Elytra. Well, you know, Steve felt bad about the Olimar suicide. Decides to throw the match. And that brings us back to even. All right, our next matchup, match 3, which really is going to set the tone for the rest of the match, is going to put one of the most trusted names on the Wuhu Woopers, Zelda, up against what still is a bit of a wild card for the Lumiose Lattes. the Ice Climbers. Now, we are playing on the Lumiose Lattes home turf. Prism Tower, Lumiose City. Not hemorrhaging Mega Evolution like it seems to currently be. But maybe proving a bit of a bit of a good spot for the polar duo. But Zelda really trying to do her best to try to keep the two climbers apart. Nana and Popo are much, much weaker when you are able to keep the two of them away from each other. Zelda may be having a bit of trouble actually hitting them. There might be a little short for her her expectations. And Zelda definitely having a hard time staying on the ground. The Ice Climbers just having such a massive threat range on the floor. Definitely a strong lead early for the Ice Climbers.
Smash ball.
Wow. I have never seen the Ice Climbers Final Smash KO like that. This is a really scary looking place for Zelda. Alright, well, she is able to pick up a very quick KO. Turning what could be a really worrisome situation into one that can be worked with. There is a reason why Zelda was the first round pick for this team. Zelda just having a hard time fighting the Ice Climbers on the flat ground. But man, the Ice Climbers are not making it easy for her to get damage in.
Like that. Oh, and she got him separate.
Yeah, but if you don't go in for the punish, you're... And there is the punish, baby! That Phantom doesn't really make itself too useful too often, but when it does, man, it is able to do work. Zelda's showing she is not going to let this be a 1v2. Ooh, but the Ice Climbers not letting Zelda run away with this. This match is going to be close, folks. And it very well may be decided by the spawn of the next Smash Ball.
This is really intense.
And there it is. The final Smash is spawned. Oh, the Ice Climbers barely avoid
being left behind.
Zelda has it. This might be it.
She got one of them.
It's it! And Zelda with the execute from the Triforce of Wisdom takes this match. Advantage Zelda. And now we move into match 4. The Wuhu Woopers are feeling good. And they're sending in another fighter who has been maybe a bit of a... maybe not quite shown everything that they're capable of.
We got a few mysteries tonight, huh?
We are going to Final Destination. We have defending the honor of the Lumiose Latte, Mr. Game & Watch, up against the professor herself, Byleth. The tension is electric. Byleth is a very notorious heavy hitter with those Heroes Relics. But maybe having a bit of a difficulty even landing. But we are going to see just a few solid hits are going to massively endanger Mr. Game & Watch. But Game & Watch also not someone to take for granted. He can do some weird stuff.
He's surprisingly nimble for being made of paper.
And his combo game is not to be taken lightly. Bella trying to generate space here. Maybe a bit unfamiliar with fighting two-dimensional opponents.
I'm having trouble just keeping track of him.
Well, I would say she does have struggles with two-dimensional opponents, but I don't know, she handled those who slither in the dark pretty well, and they are relatively two-dimensional. That is a joke at the expense of the story of Fire Emblem Three Houses, people. Ooh. Maybe
That was a
bit of
juke.
Trick. Yeah, a bit of a juke there. And capitalizing on that recovery to take that first KO of the match.
He does look kind of damaged a bit.
True, but at this point, Byleth is putting the numbers up on Game & Watch, so really, as long as she can just keep up the offensive, she is in a really solid position. She is really punishing a lot of these attacks. And the shot from the fail knot. Byleth looking to prove herself.
Possible she
Looking
could.
to prove her week 3 defeat to Wolf was a fluke. Looking to show herself as one of the titans of the Wuhu Woopers. She might have just her chance tonight. Just as a reminder, Game & Watch has not taken off a singular stock.
Her icon is apparently smoking. I don't know what that... Okay, never mind.
It means, I think it's just meaning she's getting into like high percentage.
Game & Watch does have his work cut out for him right now.
Appropriate since he's a bit of a cutout himself.
Yeah.
But no, Kevin, you are very right. And one hit from that eye mirror could spell disaster.
Oh.
And there it is. One swipe of the Sword of the Creator. And you have it, folks. That is a 4-0 sweep for the Hyrule Kingdom Conference. This was a masterclass. Now, as we go into week 5, standings are being updated as we speak. Now, as we are looking at the numbers, match differentials will still need to be calculated, but as of right now, currently, Logan, Jake, and Danny sit atop the league, each with a record of 3-1. Kevin, Liza, and Willow sitting below that, tied for 4th at a record of 2-2. Differentials may make a difference. Xander and the Myrmidons and Becca of the Awkward Squad, both sitting at 1-3. Now, as of this moment, I believe that despite the win in the head-to-head, the Awkward Squad should still be losing just by having a -5 differential as opposed to the -3 on the Myrmidons. So a small lead, but a slim lead. So that is going to wrap things up. Hilariously, actually, I'm looking at my sheet. All of the home teams this week were the Hyrule Conference teams. No, all the away teams were the Hyrule Conference teams. Now, we are going to be moving into week 5 next week, which is going to bring us to the halfway point for our season. After week 5, we are going to be preparing for our first All-Star break. What that is going to look like, I believe the information was previously shared, but if I can, I will see if I can find it. Not in the Discord, at least. So, we will be going into our All-Star break, which means the two conferences are going to come together to create the best team that they can make. We will be running, I believe, a best of 7 match between the best of the best that each of these, that each conference can muster. The two conferences will be able to debate amongst themselves to lock in a roster. There will be a pre-selected stage roster, which will be primarily consisting of final destinations and battlefields. And we will see in a direct head-to-head which conference has the best fighters. Oh, yes, sorry.
Oh, no. Go ahead. I'll ask when you're finished.
All right. Other information will be to follow. That's all I got. I just want to let you say your piece before we outro.
For my own records, I was asking what my place was. Again, you said 4th?
You are... So, I'm going to update the spreadsheet. I need to calculate everyone's differentials. You, I believe... That would put you to a... You still have a differential of +2. That will definitely put you Yeah, you should be ahead of your other opponents who both lost, so both of their differentials should be going down. I think, let me look real quick. Yes, Liza lost 3-1, so that puts her to a 0 differential. And Willow lost 3-0, so that puts her to a -4. So you are in sole possession of 4th place right now, Kevin.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I've been kind of keeping my own records as things have been going. Team wins and losses, different wins and losses for my players, just as I'm trying to figure out what to do with the team.
Alrighty.
So.
And I will make sure that the stat spreadsheet gets pinned in the Discord chat for anyone to have access to. But unless anyone else has anything that they would like to add, I think we are going to sign off here for the week. So, thank you everyone for tuning in.
Good night, everybody. See you next week.
Have a great week as we head into week 5. Our matchups will be the Star Cleavers versus the Lattes, the Marauders versus the Sand Dragons, the Awkward Squad versus Tea Time, and the Myrmidons versus the Woopers. Look forward to it next week, everyone. This is Jake, signing off.